Barney Casey, as he was known when he was born in 1870 to first-generation Irish immigrants, he was one of the most unassuming, humble figures you could ever pick to fulfill such an incredible role within the life of the church. You see, Father Solanus was almost never father at all. He failed out of one seminary before another seminary allowed him to be ordained to the priesthood under one condition. He wouldn't be allowed to preach or to hear confessions. No preaching, no confessions. So as a priest simplex, Father Solanus was considered too simple and too lacking in theological wisdom to be able to handle many of the typical duties of the priesthood. Although he was ordained a priest, his ministry came with special restrictions. Guys, I don't know about you all, but if I were insulted in this way, I'd be out. Okay, you don't want me? Good riddance. I'll take my talents elsewhere, right? Would have been too prideful to accept this compromised version of the priesthood. At least that's how I would have seen it. That's not at all how Father Solanus saw it, though. He was a different breed. Years of study and sacrifice, and he celebrated his first Mass with incredible gratitude for the joy of the gift of the priesthood which had been conferred upon him by God's grace. Throughout his ministry, he was given the most common of responsibilities, ones that today we might be expect to be offered to lay volunteers, not a man who spent many, many years in priestly formation. Nevertheless, Father Solanus saw no problem at all being a trainer of altar servers, a keeper of bees, and best of all, the guy who opened the door to visitors at the Friary. For 21 years, Solanus Casey served as the porter or the greeter of St. Bonaventure Friary in Detroit. His community put him there for one simple reason, to open the door for people. And open the door he did, just not in the way that they expected him to. Within a short time of being placed in this role of porter, the amount of visitors at St. Bonaventure Friary began to grow exponentially. Usually a porter would just simply open the door and direct the person who was visiting to the friar that they had actually come to see. But in this unusual circumstance, it was the doorman. It was Father Solanus who was being sought after. It was his wisdom, his holiness, his listening ear that people desired. And so the line grew.